Okay, Darth Maul, you got nothing on me.
Is that all you have? A child's toy? I will not waste my time with such a silly tool.
What do you mean this is small? This is not a small lightsaber. My doctor said it was normal.
Your doctor is a fool! You must not resist and just join the dark side. You are a fool to think you can fight me with that minuscule saber.
Oh, come on. You're not refusing to fight me, are you?
Enough! I'm going to leave here to rot, and you will not have the satisfaction of fighting me here on these terms.
I got Blue Crush in here in this Raincovo lightsaber, and it's not leaking at all. Well, maybe a little bit. This is Talking with Cars. All right, so a while back, I actually picked up this Raincovo before a lot of different YouTubers actually reviewed it, and I wanted to kind of see what they thought of it months ago. It got lost in the weeds, I put it aside, forgot to do a YouTube video, but here I am back, and I'm really interested to find out how well this does, right? Check out this little beast, right? With the Blue Crush soap that I have, right? So being that it's a thin consistency, the viscosity might play well with something like this. So let's put it in here, which we already have. There's about, the marks go up to 35 milliliters on each side, each test tube side, which is kind of like a durable plastic. So I put a little bit more than that. I'm about 40 milliliters, so 80 total milliliters for both sides. So that's not too much different than what I would normally use for a car. I'd usually use kind of 80 to 100 milliliters, depending on how, you know, glug I want to be. So, and then the other thing too is this has an adjustability knob, so you can kind of turn it. It goes about 3 revolutions, so I'm going to kind of turn it back, right? I'm not going to go full bore, right? Because then you're going to kind of soak up, probably use up a lot of your soap very fast. So I'm going to go 1.5 turns back, right? And I kind of marked it so I could kind of keep track of where I am, and it's kind of facing me, right, that little mark. So I want to make sure that I keep track, right? And if I have to adjust it, then I will. I'll kind of like bring it back or forward, depending on where I am with foam, right? Because we just want enough foam to be able to get through the car and not use too much of this material. And I don't want to spend like hours trying to figure this out. I want to use it once, try it, and go for it. So let's see how this works, right? This does have the vertical horizontal capability, and you can make those adjustments fairly easily, right? So we're gonna set this up so it's ready to go. Pretty cool, right? It's pretty neat, right? It really does look like a lightsaber. A little awkward, you know, and storing it might be a little kind of funky. It does leak a little bit. Only when I was holding it like this for a while did it leak, but not much. I mean, you can see in my hand, it's really not much. It does come in the box. It comes with extra parts, right? An extra foam generator, a tool so you can kind of remove and replace, you know, the interior orifice that's inside where the vials meet up with the manifold, right? Just in case it gets clogged up. And then a tool to kind of unclog the orifice. You know, you've seen these before, I'm sure. You know, basically the little pins that you can go in and out of the orifices so you can kind of clean them out. It did come with like a 1.25 millimeter orifice. It also came with a 1.1. It said if you want more foam, put the 1.1. I put the 1.1 in there. What the heck? Let's try it out. So let's hook up my power washer. Let's get everything all set up and see how it works. Now, what I thought was interesting is that the criteria for the 1.1 millimeter orifice wasn't the gallons per minute, it was the PSI. So it kind of notes here in the instructions that if you want more foam when working with pressures below 1500 PSI, that you would use the 1.1. There is a frequently asked questions or a troubleshooting section. First one for no foam is improper operation. I think that's a little interesting that they would point that out. Adjust the nozzle coat to the minimum angle. I don't know what that means, but that's the way it's written in there. It's clearly identified like all the parts and how to make some changes and stuff like that. So it's not too bad. And the Dual Pro, Pure Pro, they're kind of calling out for a pre-wash on one cylinder and then just another soap on the other one. So you can kind of use a couple ounces or 1.5 ounces on each side and go to town, you know, pre-wash and then wash. But we're using Blue Crush, we're putting it on both sides, we'll see how it works. And all I'm looking to do is to basically rinse this car off, right? It's not that dirty. I'll show you right now, not that dirty. And all I'm looking to do is kind of rinse it off. So just foam it, let it soak for a little bit, and then rinse it. All right, let's go. Let's hook up the lightsaber, see how this thing works. Ooh. And I think what you're supposed to do is just have it vertical like this so it can kind of siphon through. So I'm adjusting the knob. Let's turn on the pressure washer and let's go. Ramp it up a little bit. Change the horizontal to vertical. Ramp it up a little more. All right, looks like I'm done. And I had to make an adjustment to the valve here. So basically I turned it all the way up and then I turned it back a half a turn. And that's where I'm getting kind of the sweet spot. It's not fully open and I was able to coat like half the car. So let's turn this around. This is empty, right? All it is kind of foam right now. We're gonna turn this around and we're gonna do the other side of the car. A little bit more left. Honestly, I was able to coat the entire car with these two vials, just under 3 ounces. So not too bad. And it's basically the same amount that I normally use. Now there is a little bit more left in here. You can kind of see it dripping down, but I am getting some soap left. I really didn't have a problem using the Blue Crush in this Foamcannon, right? This like little thing right here. So actually it did pretty decent. Now if I turned it up all the way, I could probably use a lot more soap and I could see how it could be a problem. Maybe I could turn it back a little bit more, lessen the soap or lessen the foaming, and then go from there. The other thing I could do too is I can replace the foam filter that's in here with a 3-piece, right? Because right now there's just a single in there, and that'll help kind of produce a little bit more foam. Maybe I'll try to do that and see how that works, because it looks fairly easy to remove the pin, which is right in there, with a little flathead screwdriver, open this up and replace it with a 3-piece. I'm curious to see how that works. I might be able to dial this back, and if I do, I'll be able to use less soap to foam up the car. So let's let that dwell. And then we'll rinse it down and then that's it. So far so good. Rinsing it out is very easy too. Didn't take much to rinse that out. Kind of replace it with some fresh water. And then like I do with any other Foamcannon, you basically want to run this with plain water to kind of clean the whole thing out. Don't want to leave any soap in there, residual soap in there, because what will happen is it could clog up. So I'm not saying that Blue Crush would do that, but there are soaps out there that kind of solidify it a little bit, believe it or not, over time. So I'm just filling it up. It's good practice, kind of like, so you can empty this whole thing out. So now I got fresh water in there. Then I can open this up wide, right? Basically set that up. You can kind of see it siphon it, right? So watch. So it's quick. When it's wide open, it's very quick. So what we want to do is we want to try to maximize how much we get out of this thing. And it is generating a little bit of, residual soap inside here, because it gets inside the manifold. But, listen, do your best, clean out most of it. But I am going to replace this right now with a 3-piece and then see how it works. All right, so it's rinsed off. Let me dry up this side and we'll try it again. All right, so that cleaned up really well. And all I had to do was a rinse down. So right now, all the way to the right, I had it turned back half a turn. I'm gonna turn it back 3/4 of a turn. And we're gonna see how it does, right? Same soap, 3-piece filter in here. Let's see how it does. Whoa. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to turn it back a little further. So 1 full turn. I mean, it's 1 full turn and it's working perfectly. Let's go 1.5 where I originally wanted it. I'm going to open this up a little bit. A little too loose. Let's go back. One full turn. It's absolutely spot on. It's coating it flawlessly. This is like perfect. Look at this. Now that's working out really well. And I did more than a half car, half SUV, and I still have 10 milliliters left on one side. I just want to show you 40 milliliters of soap. I don't even think I went to 35. I went to 35 milliliters of soap. I did the entire car. 1 vial. Didn't even put soap in the other one. So all I did, the only modification that I made was I changed the single filter or foam generator to a 3-piece. The same 3-piece that I use in my Talking with Cars Foamcannon, right? It's a high quality one. And I did that entire thing with 35 milliliters. It's actually better than having to dilute it and all that kind of stuff. Now, if it does well with a dual like that, it probably will work very well with a single. So I do have another single. I have a couple singles. I might want to try that out on another video. So stay tuned. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, just stay tuned. I will do some testing. But for now, this one's working great. The Raincovo. The Raincovo dual cylinder, right? The dual vial one is working really well. It's a little awkward in terms of using it. That's why maybe the single would be better. But with 35 milliliters, I was able to foam up the entire car. Great quality. And all I had to do was make one little modification, but the soap worked really well. The Blue Crush kind of went through it, no problems, no hesitation. I thought maybe at one point there was some hesitation, but there wasn't. Didn't clog up or anything. So, I mean, phenomenal. I think this is kind of a match, right? The Blue Crush with its viscosity, along with these types of foam cannons, it might be a win-win. So I know a lot of people are asking for it. Here we are. So we got the right soap. Now we just have to find the right gun. You know, if it's not that one, maybe one of the single ones, you know, but it is working. So conclusions, the Raincovo is definitely a buy, no question about it. You know, maybe with other soaps it doesn't work well, but I'll put a link for the Blue Crush and the Raincovo. You use this combination, you'll be just fine. And actually I'll put a link for the 3-piece foam filter. So all you gotta do is change that and you're off to the races. Excellent combination. So Darth Maul, I won.
It is over.